Father, I know that I'm a grown man now, and you've entrusted so much to me, giving me Kabbalah to rule over on my own, but you don't need to say anything, son. I understand. I feel the same way. Thank you for coming, Father. I really needed to see you. I didn't come alone. I brought your brother and your sister as well. This is a time where family should spend some time together and remember what we've lost. Thank you, Father. Thank you, everyone. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with Maharaja Kalasa of Lohara. We, the man of many children, are preparing for a period of growth, but there's one last little war we have to do. See, the Ghaznavid kingdom down here has split because they made no empire title, which means there are now two kingdoms to the south of us. There is this Punjab kingdom, and then there is this Ghaznavid kingdom, which makes our southern neighbors much weaker. Now, our friend here, who we've really pretty much fallen out of favor with, that's just fine. There's not much we can do about it. He thinks we're evil. It's unfriendly. That's fine. It's all because he converted. If he hadn't converted, it wouldn't have been a problem. I mean, it wouldn't be perfect, but it would be better. So yeah, looking at this kid here holds one more title that we want. His capital here. Because we need to take back... We need to take, I should say, all of this duchy, which is Kabulistan. And I think the best way to do this is to literally just do it. He's a child. He has no allies. We're gonna have to do it with a holy war, which means he's probably gonna have somebody join him. He has 700 troops. He's already in a war he's losing. So we're just gonna declare this war, holy war for county. This guy will join, maybe someone else will, but if only this guy joins, it's gonna be perfectly fine. So let's declare that war. We want to get this done. We have some money in the pocket, so we want to do it while that money exists. First of all, we're going to need to move him to here because there's still a debuff here, so hopefully he'll clear that debuff quickly and get the last of the county control up. Assuming that's a debuff he can even clear. I think it is, though. And we need to move our flag. I don't know who these guys are. I think maybe they're his ally in the other war, or maybe they're his enemy who will attack us because it seems right to them to do so. This needs to head up here. This needs to sit just inside the border. Hopefully this is the last war and we can get it done fast. What is this? You want this marriage? You're really far away, but it's on the same level of High Chief. Yeah, okay, that's acceptable. You can marry Rupsundri. She will probably be happy living with you, I think. You're Bond, but that's okay. And nothing here that we need to deal with. I don't know if we should bring an ally in. Maybe we should just bring in one ally who's relatively inexpensive for how many troops they send, like this guy. This guy? I love this guy. He's just very cool. Hopefully he'll join and help. I didn't really want to spend much prestige because I was saving that up, because I sort of want to have each of my rulers in this series add a tradition that sort of fits them. Okay. I'm lost. I'm lost because I went way too far to the side here. There we are. There we are. We're up here. We're actually quite big. You know, I spend so much time zoomed in on us, right, that I think of us as being the tiny little kingdom we start of. Actually, we've made, I mean, a lot of it's inaccessible mountains, admittedly, but I mean, we've added these two duchies. We added this whole duchy up here, and now we're going to add a duchy down here. We're pretty decently sized. Hopefully we can get this war done really fast, because that's what we want. When minds collide, I pass the library. Okay, so this is the European lady who is Muslim. Okay, so here's the problem, lady. We don't particularly care what Allah thinks. That being said, this guy is just a guest, right? Like, the problem is, if you're complaining about him, you're kind of complaining about me. I'm compassionate, and I do not want to send him away. On the other hand, sending him away gives me a tiny bit of more liking with her. I will not succeed at this, but I think it's what I would do. What's the cost of failing? 150 prestige, and she likes me even less. And he joins someone else's court. Let's do it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. It's not because she was right, though. So this guy, who is my chancellor, and vassal, of course, he is offering me this person to join my court. I have a perfect place for him. It's as a knight. We have all of our knights up, but we just want to see how things are going right now. I think we need to start forbidding these low warriors, because we have so many that that we just can't avoid spill down. Sevens. I think we'll keep the 9. That just shows us that we need to start looking for people. And some of our older knights are getting a little bit they're getting a little bit old. So you've hit 2. The other guy's almost hit 2. All right, I'm okay with that. Granary infestation. So that is a stewardship event. Do we want to preemptively start this siege? The big threat against us is that he comes back and attacks us. Vermin have infested several granaries in the Thikana of Barakistan, destroying the seed grain stored in them, with nothing to plant for next year's crops. The free tenants living there have come to me asking for aid. Take pity on them. I'm gonna ask the priests to do it simply because I don't have the money. And I want the people helped in spite of the fact I don't have the money. So we finished this task here. Is that penalty still there? So it may be that this can't be cleared. It might be that this can't be cleared. Let's see if we can replace him there. If we can. No, we can't. So it can't be cleared. So we'll just put you back here, because apparently this has lost control, like in the last couple of minutes. Weird. I thought it was maxed. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I moved him too early. Maybe I moved him when he removed a penalty rather than when he actually finished. My cunning mother potters around the court aimlessly each day, making clear her yearning for a purpose I am too busy to provide. Today she finally comes to me. Oh, there you are, Kalasa. To me, you are still my little boy, you know. Let me take some of the burden from your shoulders. There is so much I can still teach you. My entourage do their best to find something else to look at, but it only worsens the embarrassment. Son, what is the matter? Don't you care for your dear old ma after all I've done for you? We did just make peace with our mother. What could she do? I'll find you a job. I probably can't afford to, But I will find my mother a job. I don't know what that job is going to be. We'll just pause here for a second. They lost some glory because we lost our guy. We can hold mystical communion, which we immediately will. They need a worthy successor. Do we have one on hand? We don't. So we'll seek one. That's pushed our prestige way down. We were doing so well. It's fine. 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 Yeah, I actually really don't like it that much. It's not fine at all. What job are we going to give our mother? We have a court tutor. Our mother would be poor at it. It's a bad job for our mother. Our mother can't do it. Our mother can't do it. She's average as a seneschal. I don't really need a seneschal, is the thing. But it's not the worst. Sure. We'll put her in position as an average seneschal. That's fine. That'll give her some things to do. All right. We're going to take scientific here. Then faithful, and then maybe hit scholarly circles, but we don't know how far we're going to get. We only get one every 5 years, so we'll only probably get one or two more at most. We might get some from traveling too, I suppose, if we do more traveling, which I expect we will. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably live till 60s, so we'll probably get 4 more. Mystic Communion, so like 1, maybe 2 more learning perks. Okay, so you are going to war with these 2. I accept. I will send troops if it looks like you need them. You've already won the war. Thank you for inviting me to a war you already won. What a lovely thing to do. Now I don't have to feel bad about not going. No, I'm not giving up on this. The stress is fine. I'm learning my damn wife's language, okay? So he's won that war immediately. I don't know why he spent the prestige. Golden Child. One morning I'm getting ready to face my day and my daughter, Nagalekta, approaches me. Father, we found this while exploring the northern tower yesterday. You should have it. She hands over a small tattered gold coin pouch. It makes a jingling sound. That's exactly what I needed. So we got our artillery sphere, basically probably from exposure. Let's look here. Yeah, our next exposure is household soldiers. All right, that's really useful. We'll probably get that before we're dead. Looking at heraldry now. This is down to 21 years because of the thing we just took, which is really nice. If we can get a mighty pen, picking up the paddled swords for sparring match with my daughter, Asamati, I notice a tattered journal on a sideboard. From the cover, it seems to contain exercises, best practice for learning the martial arts. Ah, she glances in my direction. Oh, that thing. I mostly read it for the illustrations. You can borrow it. Intriguing. We should try it out. I think we would try it out. I don't think it's the optimal choice, but I think it's definitely what we would do. We would definitely, because we are a family man after all. Oh, somebody is plotting against my priest. Please, stop it if you can. Okay. So she comes of age. She got a 2-star education. That's okay. He did his best. He was never that good anyway. That's okay. You'll do fine in life, daughter. You'll do fine. At least she gains the Wiseman trait, right? That gives her a little bit of extra. And it's time for my son to marry his chosen wife. Well, chosen by me. So we got 75 into that siege. Wow, that's a lot. Wow. So how is his situation militaristically going? It has no army to speak of. All right. Learn language, admiration. Maharaja Kamaladevi and the one who I'm striving to emulate in my endeavor to learn Sarasensi, has started sending correspondence to me of late. I've gotten several letters where she lauds my efforts to learn the language. I think since we have a 95% progress is the most useful thing, just to get it done. We have prisoners who can be ransomed. Are we getting any score from prisoners? It doesn't look like it. So I think we just ransom them now. Learn language success. I feel accomplished. Perhaps I should send her a letter. I don't want to make her angry for no reason. I know the limits of my poor diplomacy, okay? I know. Wait, what happened to you? Oh, he stayed it's the thing that always happens. He stayed there until the game realized that his title is too high, and then it kicked him out. So we need to appoint you here, which means we don't have a successor, and we can't get one because we just got the successor, which is you, which I suppose will have to be fine. This guy's also in the same position, so this will fall as soon as he... do we have another... We have lots of other successors. So let's put this guy in because he won't be able to hold it anyway. Just so we don't have that problem occur again. Because many of our warriors are starting to get a little long in the tooth. And my wife has died. You know, you gave us 3 children. And we had many long years together. It's sad that you're gone. Goodbye. Bahuva Namati. Goodbye. Stress is not too bad. So there's that. I don't think we're gonna get remarried on our secondary wife positions unless we get an event or something that indicates to us we found a woman that we find particularly interesting or attractive. I might change my mind about that in the future, but for now, that's what we're... I guess we wait. I've already committed to it, so we'll go here since I've already committed to the skull. All right, you two can definitely get married. This is my daughter. Goodbye, Saramati. I hope you enjoy your new home. So I don't want to commit to this actually. I think I'm gonna back off because this guy might come around and attack me, and we've let our 2 groups of troops get too far away from each other. So I think we're gonna actually withdraw to this siege. That way, if he does decide that his goal is to attack me, I can bring them together. Brilliant strategist, good job! Good job. You did such a good job too. We all did a good job. I bet the fact that I helped her with her education helped too. That's amazing. You go and help your husband out. I bet he'll take your advice on many. Oh yeah, he needs it. Go. Enjoy your life in your new home, daughter. And our son, Utsaka, comes of age, and he got a 4-star diplomacy education. They grow up fast. Now, there's something we want to do with him immediately, and that is we want to get rid of some of the burden we have, because I think I checked before the episode, and yeah, Cabal is on his list of things he'll inherit, so we can give him Cabal, which will get me out of having too many holdings. Something that's, I think, a really good idea for us. I'm gonna send you here. I'm just gonna see if we can't get them some supplies here before we send them forward to assist. Honestly, this place could hold them, but we'd have to take this first, I think. Alright, so our spy master has discovered a secret. Our mother is a non-believer. That's not surprising in the least. It's a... no one is surprised. Simharaja comes of age. How did you do? Okay, he did okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, good job, kid. Somehow it went down. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. You do your best. I don't want to grant him anything right now because I can hold everything, and I should. Arrange this betrothal. So your son with my daughter, where are you at? I mean, I'm basically becoming married to the entirety of Tibet. Oh, you're my neighbor, actually. My neighbor? That's a good alliance for us because they're close. It makes them non-threatening. It should last into the next generation if we can negotiate it. I think this is very worthwhile. So we're going to do this. This is acceptable. Yeah, that's acceptable for sure. And this war. I said I wasn't going to do any more wars. Luckily, we're making enough money that this war actually feels responsible. We've kept this person in our prison for no reason. And our friend, the guy who converted to become a Muslim, has died. That's kind of sad. Our relationship was souring near the end because of his new faith. But, you know, it's still sad. Yeah, I don't need to demand a hostage from him. It's an interesting idea, but not a necessary one. 66%. Another 10 gold. That gives us a few more months of success in our war. Alright, so they have decided to sneak around and siege a capital. I'm gonna grab these two armies and see if we can stop that. This is dangerous. Hopefully the our allies that are traveling that way will help. Schemer, so you, my chancellor, you are trying to murder the priest. To what end, sir? To what end? Yeah, we're not doing that. Don't know why he's trying to engage this fight. I don't think he'll win it. We are not going to get there in time to stop that siege, so we need to, we need to force the game to acknowledge the fact that because we're a military leader, we would be with our men. We wouldn't be just, like, out there. This won't be enough, I don't think. If this was enough... Oh, it is. It is because we are gallant. What a powerful war leader we are. We have prevented the siege from succeeding at the capital because our gallantry allows us to enforce demands early. Ah, look at that. Look at that. And somehow we came through this war with more money than we started with. Wow, it's kinda not how things go for us. It feels really weird, you know? I don't think we're gonna do any of that. No. We'll do the alliance with our son. He does need a wife, so we should look into that. Who can we modify? We got this person. We should just immediately ransom them. So our two sons, we're not gonna force anything on them. They're fine. Two family members, both of our sons, in fact. So you can get married. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I can marry this son to the spy master. Right? No, we want the landed son. This one. Yeah. I was right the first time. That is a good... Oh, who is she pregnant by? Never mind. That stopped being a good match and turned into an awful match when I realized that she's been fornicating about. Okay, well, that's suddenly not great. Maybe the next generation of her family will have some geniuses in it. Do I actually care about alliance power anymore for these kids? I mean, they do need alliances of their own, I suppose. Maybe we find him a good wife who's a steward to help him out. It's still the same two girls and the 16-year-old. I think we're gonna do this one. I think that's perfectly acceptable. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do about this right now. But we can. So we will. Good, that's all corrected. Alright. Do we have any other prisoners we need to get rid of? This woman. She's already been ransomed. And we're gonna take our guy here and immediately fix that. You're now one above again. So if we look at succession, I will probably end up giving this to him eventually. Our main son's only hope is that we get to, that we actually get to finish this. It's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. We're about to get our first stewardship perk. Our plan was to do avaricious, so we're just going to stick with that. That means golden obligations is our next perk. Good, good. We can get some money, maybe out of our children. Indiscreet counselor. It would be a shame if this got out, so we're going to stop this. We're going to go over to here. We're going to blackmail her. Hopefully she accepts it. Okay, she called my bluff. It's not really a bluff, though. It's not really a bluff at all. Because the goal is to get her to the point where I can make her marry my son. But that requires me to convert her. I can demand 4 payments. This is from my friend. Sure, just to get rid of the temptation. This is from my son and heir. I mean, what can I say? Right? It gets rid of the hook. Now I can't do anything else to you with it. It gets rid of the hook, right? I can't do anything else with it once I do this. So that's just me being responsible. I know that I could do other worse things to them than take money from them if I have access to those hooks. So we'll just clear it up. We'll just tell them, hey, give me some money and I'll never bother you about the hook again. Perfectly fine. Can offer hostages? No, we're not doing that. This should happen soon. We have 300 gold. 3 titles can be created. I think we do Badakistan first, because it has vassals under it, and that should make those vassals more like properly. Should take away they're not under their proper liege penalties, which is helpful, I think. Yes. I don't care that you're mad that I married a lowborn spouse. I've done that twice. Maybe even 3 times. Jeez. So I'm back to where I was before, holding a place that I don't really want to place. Let's see. So Anil comes of age. Oh, he did excellent. Buds! It's the one where it says that he didn't do it. He did a bad job. Everybody thinks he did a bad job, but we know in secret. We know who you are, boy. You're just like us. We are the same person. We are the same person, boy. I see you. I see your mind. You're a little more cowardly than me. But still, I get it. Truly, I do. Faction created. Down here, it is... These people are... I'm gonna have to change their religion. Did I change the religions up here? No, I haven't been changing people's religions. So, I think we're gonna let this boil over. We've removed a penalty from here, though. That's nice. Another betrothal fulfilled. So many of my children are getting married all of the time. We want to start spending money on things that are going to cycle more cash back into the coffers, you know? Yeah, yeah. Now, you... Yeah, your son, I just like your son a lot better than you. So I wish you'd just move on. Because your son's not going to be happy when the thing happens. Which is that he's probably not going to get a position on the council. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that turns out, because we're not assured of that yet. All right, and I think we've been doing this for. Oh wait, no, we should check this. Where are you at on demand conversion? 74%. Let's roll the dice. Unconditionally, I lean over the map in the council chamber. A sudden creak turns. Oh, it's the hug. It's the hug. What a man we are. Compared to our historical self, who was lauded as being useless and corrupt, we have become a glorious family man and created a strong kingdom. Ah! Blessed be to Vishnu. Excellent. You know what that means? Just make sure I'm right about them being lovers. Get married. There. Okay, it was just a filter. It's just a filter, everyone. It's fine. So, because they became lovers, I forced them to get married. It's a very logical thing to do. We discovered that, and if she gets pregnant from them being lovers ahead of time, we now know their children will be fine. She's a little older than him, but not so much that they won't have kids. Neither one of them is particularly unfertile. In fact, he's super fertile, so he's probably going to have as many children as me. So there we go. That is how we solve that problem. That is how you solve that problem. You find out your son is a lover of one of your minor vassals. You force him to get married. All right. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time. We are here in Lohara with Maharaja Kalasa. What an excellent kingdom we formed. I'm just... Every time I see this, oh, these guys have split up again. I guess they ousted the kid. And goodbye for now.